My name is Ethan. I'm a 22-year-old guy whose every breath seems to carry the scent of salt. I grew up right next to Santa Monica Beach in California. Our house is small, made of wood, painted white. The moment you open the window, the ocean stares back at you. Every morning, as soon as I wake up, I hear the roar of the waves, like the sea is calling out to me. Come on, let's play today too. I've grown up with that sound since I was little. My mom used to say, "You're the ocean's boy." And I just laugh because it's true. My dad was a professional surfer. He still surfs, even though he's getting older. There are still scars on his body from those old surfboards. There's a long one on his back from when a huge wave threw him off. He'd laugh and say, "The ocean left its signature on me." My mom was a school teacher. She taught me how to find the ocean in the pages of a book, and Dad taught me how to stand on the face of a wave. When I was 7, I got on a surfboard for the first time. I fell, swallowed water, cried. But I got back up. Dad was smiling. He said, "The ocean is testing you. You passed." My routine was simple. Wake up in the morning and head to the sea. Ride the waves on my surfboard. At sunset, sit on the sand and play my guitar. Drink beer with friends and talk. That was the heartbeat of my life. To me, the ocean isn't just water. It's a feeling. Deep, like it swallows all the darkness inside me. Mysterious, like every wave hides a story. But also free, like it tells me, let go of your fears, I'll wash them away. When a wave pulls me in, it feels like all the worries of the world, exams, breakups, the future, get washed clean. All that's left is me and my breath. My two best friends, Ryan and Lucas. Ryan's my friend from school. He works at a small coffee shop now. He makes latte art with his own hands, hearts, flowers, even my face. He's tall, fair, always smiling. There's a light in his smile that can turn any bad day good. His voice is deep, like it's rising from the bottom of the sea. Lucas is our friend from college. He's a mechanic at a car garage. His hands are always stained with oil, but his smile is like white pearls, black hair, strong build, and he always says something funny. Like, life is an engine. Tune it right, and it'll run. Otherwise, it'll just smoke. The three of us form a little group, the Ocean Boys. Every summer, we do something crazy. Sometimes a road trip up the Pacific Coast Highway, sometimes camping under the stars, playing guitar. This time, the plan was different, a journey that would change our lives. One evening, we were sitting on the Santa Monica Pier drinking beer. The sun was setting. The sky was red-orange like someone had lit a fire up there. The smell of the sea mixed with the foam of the beer. Ryan suddenly put down his beer can and said, "Dude, why don't we rent a sailboat and head out to sea?" There was a spark in his eyes like he was already standing in the middle of the ocean. Lucas widened his eyes and said, "Yeah, man, no plan, no destination, just us in the sea." I laughed and said, "Let's do it." In that moment, we had no idea this decision would become the biggest adventure of our lives. The next week, we went to Marina del Rey. We rented a small 25-foot sailboat. Its name was Freedom, like it was calling us. The owner, an older man with stories of the sea in his eyes, said, "It's old but reliable, but respect the ocean." We took 3 bags of food, chips, sandwiches, chocolate, some water, sleeping bags. a portable speaker, and my guitar. As we boarded the boat, my heart was racing, like before my first surf. The day was mid-July, 7 in the morning. The sky was completely blue, no clouds, like a painting on a blue canvas. The wind was light, just right for sailing, like the sea was welcoming us. We left the harbor. At first, Ryan was steering, the wheel in his hands, dreams in his eyes. Lucas sat on the deck and played country music, Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. The song melted into the wind. I stood at the front, arms spread wide like Jack from Titanic. The sea breeze hit my face. The smell of salt filled my nose. It felt like we were movie heroes whose lives never end. The first few hours were like a dream. We weren't heading to Catalina Island, just out into the middle of the sea where there are no boundaries. In the distance, we saw dolphins, a pod leaping beside our boat, playful glints in their eyes. Lucas shouted, "Look, they're welcoming us." We were laughing, taking photos. Our phone galleries filled up. Ryan made a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, knife in hand, smile on his face. I played the guitar, sang California Dreamin'. Our three voices blended with the wind. Time seemed to stop, like this moment would last forever. Around noon, we dropped a small anchor, jumped into the water. It was cold but refreshing, like it was washing away all our fatigue. We went snorkeling. Below, colorful fish, coral, like an underwater kingdom. Lucas picked up a seashell and said, "I'll give this to my girlfriend." We laughed. We couldn't stop laughing about his girlfriend. The sun was overhead. It was hot, but fun. We lay on the deck, soaking up the sun, talking about life. Ryan said, "You know, one day I'll open my own coffee shop. It'll be called Ocean Brew." Lucas said, "I'll have a custom bike garage. Every bike will be a work of art." I said, "I just want a small house by the sea where I wake up to the sound of waves." Everything was perfect, like we had all the answers to life. Then in the afternoon, the sky started to change. At first, we thought it was normal. That's how it is in California. Clouds come and go, but the clouds turned black, like someone had poured ink into the sky. The wind picked up, first light, then fierce. We tried to lower the sail. Our hands were shaking. Ryan said, "Something's wrong," worry in his voice. I tried to check the weather app, but no signal. We were far out by then, just ocean all around. Suddenly the sky went black, like night had fallen. Lightning flashed, bolts of light, rain poured down, fierce like the sky was breaking open. Waves rose, each one a wall. The boat rocked like a toy. All three of us were scared, hearts pounding. Lucas shouted, "What's happening, man?" Terror in his voice, Ryan held the wheel, trying, his hands shaking. I pulled the sail, but the wind was against us. Wave after wave came. Each hit made the boat shudder. Suddenly, a huge wave. The boat flipped. No, it didn't flip, but something hit below. The sound was thud, like a blow to the heart. We saw it, a crack in the hull, water rushing in, fast. "Jump!" I screamed, my voice breaking. We put on life jackets and leaped. All around, just darkness and waves. Rain in our eyes. Couldn't see. I started swimming, arms and legs aching, body numb from the cold. But I didn't give up. One thought, survive. for Ryan, for Lucas, for myself. I don't know how long I swam. Time had stopped. Suddenly my foot touched something. Sand. I stood up, legs shaking, an island. I collapsed on the sand, gasping. No strength left. Then I saw them. Ryan and Lucas coming too. They'd survived. Fear on their faces, but light in their eyes. We hugged each other, crying, laughing. "We're alive," Lucas said, his voice breaking. But the joy didn't last long. We had nothing. Phones gone, no food, no water, just wet clothes, shivering bodies, and an unknown island. The island was small, jungle all around, sandy beach. We started walking, legs trembling, hunger gnawing at our stomachs, throats dry, every breath tasted of salt. We went under the trees, saw some coconuts. Lucas broke one with a rock, cut his hand, but smiled. We drank the water, sweet, like life. Then some wild fruit, mangoes, papayas, juicy, like heaven. We ate. The burning eased, but the fear remained. The sun was setting, the sky red. We needed fire. The cold was making us shiver. We gathered pieces of broken surfboard and driftwood. I had a lighter in my pocket, lucky, like the sea had given me a gift. We lit the fire, light, warmth, hope. That night we sat by the fire, cold, scared. But together we had courage. We talked, like talking made the fear smaller. Ryan said, I thought this was the end. I kept seeing my mom's face. Lucas said, I was telling my mom in my head, sorry, Mom, I'm not coming back. I laughed and said, I just kept thinking, I want to see the ocean again, with you guys. Then suddenly, something glowing in the jungle, greenish, moving slowly, like fireflies, but bigger. Lucas whispered, Dude, maybe aliens. We laughed, but it was a scared laugh. Then I looked at the ground. Footprints. Big, really big, not human. I said slowly, Guys, someone's here. My voice was shaking, but curiosity was growing too. The night passed without sleep. We took turns staying awake. Fire burning, eyes open. In the morning, we followed the footprints through the jungle, leaves falling, birds calling. The prints were deep, heavy, like some monster. We were scared, hearts racing, but curious too. Who? Why? Finally, a small wooden cabin, smoke rising from the chimney, the smell mixed with the air. The door opened. An old man, white beard, long hair, wearing a flannel shirt and jeans, peace in his eyes, like the depth of the sea. He smiled. Welcome, boys, he said in a perfect American accent. We were stunned. Here? Who are you? I asked, throat dry. He said, Name's Harold. I've been living here for 15 years. He took us inside. The cabin was small, but cozy. Wooden furniture, bookshelves, an old ham radio. He gave us food, soup, bread, fish, hot soup, like life came back, water, cold, sweet. We ate like we'd never eaten before, tears in our eyes. He said, I'm a retired Navy officer. After my wife died, I came here. I wanted peace. We listened to his story, the past in his eyes. He fishes every day, gathers fruit, listens to the weather on the radio. We told him our story, the storm, the sinking, the fear. He smiled and said, You're lucky. Many don't make it back. He turned on the radio. sent a message to the Coast Guard. 3 young men stranded on uncharted island off Catalina. Need rescue. We waited. 2 days. Harold taught us how to survive, how to make fire, dry leaves, friction. Which fruits are safe, not poisonous. We laughed with him, talked. He said, "The ocean teaches you how to survive, and life teaches you to be grateful." Then on the 3rd day, the sound of a helicopter, then a boat, Coast Guard. We boarded, legs shaking. Harold waved goodbye. "Come back any time," he said, tears in his eyes. We returned near Santa Monica Beach. Our families hugged us, cried, laughed. Even now, when I look at the ocean, I remember that island. Harold's smile, calm, deep, the footprints, mystery, the storm, fear, friendship, unbreakable, fear, courage. It was terrifying, but beautiful too. That was the most real adventure of my life.